Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We're back again with another video. What we're pretty much going to be talking about in this particular live stream is the foundational Black American movement a scam? That's what we're going to talk about. You know, in social media, we hear a lot of influencers who are going around and they're saying things like Black Americans, that they're foundational Black Americans. This movement is primarily something you see on social media. It is it's not something that is in your neck of the woods. You don't hear nobody in your community talking about this. It's an online thing, and what we want to talk about is this a scam? Because over the years there have been many movements, and I realize that there's a lot of key players in these movements. And the first course of action we have to follow is where the money's going, right? Who's gaining, and why are so many blacks falling victim to these movements? Um, every couple of years is a new movement. You have the pro-blacks, you have ADOS, you have the Pan-Africanism, you have the Egyptology folks, you have the Black Hebrew Israelites, you have all these different movements, and now they decided to create this new movement called FBA. A little background, it says that the foundational Black American movement originated in the late 2010s to early 2020. So this is a movement that is brand new. It's not something that's been going on since the beginning of time. It's something a man put together. And it says that it began in this particular era as an online-driven, lineage-based identity movement designating Black Americans as descendants from U.S. chattel slavery, from immigrants, and other Black people. Now, once you put all of this into focus, we have a movement that was man-made. There's always somebody that stands to benefit from this. It is said that coined to tighten the definitions previously used by activists like Dr. Claude Anderson, it emphasizes reparations, political independence, and a unique pre-1965 ancestry. When I look at all of this stuff, right, it's just another form of brainwashing, because Black Americans have been in the church. The Christian pastor's been pimping all of you. The Black Hebrew Israelites are pimping you. ADOS been pimping you. The pro-blacks, Tariq Nasheed been lying to you. Dr. Umar Johnson, another pimp. Everybody been getting rich off of Black people with all of these movements. And now the popular one now is FBA. Everybody's calling themselves FBA. But you're all broke, all struggling, still don't know who you are, but somebody's gaining. Somebody's making money. There's always money to be made when there's a movement. In the Black community, FBAs, if you want to call it that, are selling drugs, committing crimes. They're beating their women. It's really, really bad. But on social media, if you're a Black person and you speak against this said movement, you are labeled a tether, a coon, a sambo, and the list goes on. Now, they told us that this movement is something good, but based on my experience, I've never seen any good FBAs. I've seen a lot of hateful people, angry people, militant, racist, and it's normally against their own people. There's really no foundation to this. None of you in today's day um, are what is known as a foundational Black American. This is just another movement to keep Blacks confused, keep us in the dark, to keep us um, worshiping a man, worshiping another leader. How many times are we going to fall victim to this? And here's another thing. It says, hello, watching from Trinidad. Shout out to everybody in Trinidad. Speaking of that, all you brothers and sisters, West Indian brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, this movement called FBA looked down on you. That's right. This particular movement called the Foundational Black Americans, they look down on our Caribbean brothers and sisters. So if you're Trinidadian, Jamaican, Haitian, you're from Panama, if you're from any of these parts of the world, they don't look at you as Black people. They identify you as immigrants, tethers, and other hateful names. They do this to me. My mom, she's from Panama. My father was born in America. I was born in America, but in their mind, I'm a tether because I don't care for none of this BS. I don't got no time for all of this. It's foolishness to me. It's no different than the Christian church where the pastor's always telling you to bring your money. I ain't giving you no money. The pastor's a pimp. Tariq Nasheed, former pimp, he found a new pimp game to pimp people with all of this foundational Black American stuff, but he's the only one making the money. You have to follow the money trail. That's what it is. You have to follow where the money is going. You see? And as you come into the building, be sure to hit the like button. A lot of you folks are very evil and hateful. You come into these live streams, and I'm literally putting out the best content on YouTube. You don't click the like button, but you stay in the clouds viewing. For what purpose? Might as well you just leave if you're not going to support the show. See, Mr. Beast, he's a white man. He's a billionaire. You know why? Because white people support him. I'm a Black man. A lot of you are Black viewers, and you don't support shit. That's the problem that we have in America. All of this FBA garbage, that's garbage. The issues we have in America is that we don't support Black people. So this movement called FBA, I'm trying to figure out, is this a scam? Because on social media, the only ones who benefit are the content creators that push this nonsense. When you look at them online, they always talking about FBA, FBA, FBA. But I want you to look at their super chats, the Cash Apps, the Venmos, their panhandlers. They come online and they feed you this FBA nonsense only to make you feel like you're a part of some sort of special group. And in return, you give them your money. Just like the Christian church. You go in there, you listen to some music, You start dancing, and before you know it, you're giving all your money away. You're really not learning nothing. The black community is not being better, it's not growing. Everybody's still poor. And because most blacks are anti Trump, they're not really in the political arena in terms of voting, in terms of doing things to cause change in the community. Because again, most blacks, they vote Democrat. So they remain in poverty, they remain at the bottom. And this FBA movement is a religion, in my opinion. It's a religion, and it was pretty much coined by Dr. Claude Anderson and further pushed by those like Tariq Nasheed and various other social media influencers that keep people dumbed down and docile. You even have Black Hebrew Israelites that are on YouTube, and they identify themselves as FBA. Now, let me give you the 411 on how this all works so you can follow the money bag. If I want to get easy financial support on social media, all I have to do is lie to the people. All I got to do is come online and say, I'm FBA. Push this garbage, make you feel like you're important, and the money will start coming in. The support will start coming in. That is what influencers are doing online. They don't care about none of this stuff. What they care about is the money. All you got to do is just look around YouTube. Anybody you see going hard in the paint, FBA this, FBA that, FBA this. Notice they don't talk about God. They don't talk about keeping the commandments. They don't talk about overcoming sin. They talk about stuff that they have no power over, nor can they control. The black man and black woman in America will never get reparations in this life. It's never happening. Number two, why would we, at this point in our lives, be concerned about reparations? You're not going to live long enough to see any of this stuff. I don't know if anybody told you, but you're all going to die one day. I don't know. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe nobody told you. But you only have a short time on this earth. So the best thing you can do is enjoy your life now, because you're not going to be here. All that stuff that everybody's going crazy for, I don't care about, because I'm not going to be around. So I'm not wasting my time. All of our ancestors who fought for our freedom and fought for this and fought for that, they're spinning in their graves right now. You know why? Because we don't even get along. Black Americans in today's day do not get along. We hate each other with a passion. We don't believe in voting. We're anti-Trump, anti-government, anti-community, and we live a fake life. And I think that the reason why the FBA movement is able to thrive is because they understand that most blacks are very easy to control. All you got to do is just make them believe that they're important and they'll follow you. So what most influencers are doing on social media is they'll start saying they're FBA, their content, they pivot over. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. Some of your favorite YouTubers have pivoted over into FBA. You notice that that's coming out their mouth more. It's for the algorithm. They want money. That's what they want. It's a gimmick, in my opinion. Just another bunch of snake oil salesmen who's telling you that your lineage now is FBA. Keep in mind, this pretty much was being pushed around 2019. They say from 2010 to around 2020 is when it pretty much got its foot off the ground. That's pretty new. That's man-made. No different than Christianity. All of that stuff is man-made. So somebody got up out of the woodworks and just decided to say, hey, black man, black woman, you are foundational black Americans. And now you're running with it. Somebody just gave that to you and you're running with it. This is why today's pastors in these churches are all millionaires. Have you ever wondered why, when you go to the local church, the pastor is a millionaire, but the people that are in the church, they're poor? Everybody in the church is poor. Pastor's the only one that's rich. Isn't that interesting? Now you tell me, how is it that the pastor of all these churches are millionaires, but the people who attend the church, support the church, they're poor? Where's God? And why is it that the man of God is rich? Because he's a pimp. He's not a man of God. You all been bamboozled by religion. Do you understand? You're going to a church telling you that when you die, you go into heaven. So let me get this straight. When I die, that's when I'm going to go to heaven and have my mansion, Pastor? Yeah. Make sure you give me your money, though. So, Pastor, you telling me that in heaven there's streets of gold and I'm going to get a mansion when I get there? Yes, yes, you are. Amen. Did you put anything in the collection plate? But, Pastor, if we're going to have a mansion in heaven and streets of gold, why you need my money? Why don't you just wait till when you go to heaven too? No, 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 no. I need your money because we got to pay these church bills. This is God's house. But Pastor, where in the Bible did God say to build a church and go into debt? It's nowhere in the scriptures. The Bible says that Jesus Christ didn't have place to lay his head. Foxes have holes, birds of the air have a nest, but the Son of Man had nowhere to lay his head. That's what the book says, Pastor. I understand you, but I need your money. One of the biggest lies I believe that's going on in today's day is the pastor telling you that you got a mansion waiting for you in heaven. That's a damn lie. That's a lie. We struggling down here just to pay rent. But you telling me a mansion is in some heaven somewhere that none of you been, and that's what you want me to believe? I'm not listening to that garbage, bro. So Ringo, you saying you don't believe in God? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a lot of the stuff that we're being taught is bullshit. All you gotta do is just look and use your brain. We gotta work and struggle just to be alive, bro. Half of y'all are a paycheck away from being homeless. God knows this. So if God is God and we down here struggling every day, struggling to get by, literally losing our minds, and you got all these millionaire pastors in these churches, why the pastor is not using the money to help the poor? Why the pastor, if he has the healing power of God, why he's not going to all the hospitals and performing miracles by laying hands on the sick like Jesus Christ did? How come when you go to these churches, they can only do miracles in the church, but you never see them go to the actual hospitals to do the miracles? Because it's all bullshit. Just like the FBA movement, same thing. It's selling people hope for the future. It's selling people a lie that somebody's behind the scenes fighting for them, fighting for your reparations. Forget about reparations. How about we come together as Black people, start businesses, and build back up Black Wall Street? Why don't we do that? Why Blacks cannot come together, collaborate, and become billionaires and millionaires? Why we can't do that? We're living in a time now where it should be very easy to do that, but we can't because we're tossed to and fro by every winning doctrine. Every other year, there's a new movement for us to follow. And if you speak against it, you get condemned. You're a tether. Who's your daddy? Are your family immigrants? Oh yeah, yeah. Ringo, oh yeah, he's a tether. He's a tether. That's what goes on social media. When you speak against these movements, you get called a tether. A tether. That's supposed to be a racial slur to insult anyone who speak against the movement FBA. But who's really getting reparations? Tariq Nasheed. Who's getting reparations? Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar made millions off black people. Lying that he's a descendant of Frederick Douglass, that's a lie. Lies. Clout chasing off a dead man. Ain't that something? All of these black faces that act like they're your leaders are all pimps. Y'all be getting bamboozled every day. I'm not following none of these people. None of these people are my leaders. None of them. They're all pimps. Everybody is trying to pimp in order to get the money, fam. Everybody. Everybody's a pimp. That's what they do. Tariq, pimp. Umar, pimp. Your pastor, pimp. No, my pastor's a good pastor. He's a pimp. Ain't no pastor pastoring for free. It's not about God. It's about making money. And once you start putting money in, everything changes. So now it says that purpose and definition. FBA is not a formal organization, but an identifier for people with ancestors in the United States since the 17 to 1800s, aimed as highlighting their role as founders of the nation's wealth, distinct from more recent African or Caribbean immigrants. But it's crazy because FBAs in today's day, they're against Caribbean people. If you're Jamaican, Trinidadian, anywhere in the West Indies, they call you a tether. They say that when you wave your flag, that you're basically saying you're separated from Black Americans. So they don't consider you to be foundational Black Americans. So there's already division right there. And that had nothing to do with the white man. But yet, blacks are always talking about white people are racist, but we're racist too on our own. So this FBA movement put a lot of pride and ego in American blacks to look down on our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. You got brothers and sisters all over this world that are our people. But the FBA movement identify them all as tethers, outsiders. They're not foundational. And keep in mind, none of the blacks in America right now, none of them built anything. Our ancestors are the ones who were enslaved. We have never been on a plantation, but we want to reap the benefits and the rewards when we don't even deserve anything. We don't. I know that you don't like to hear that because, again, you're waiting for the white man. Now, think about how sick this is. A lot of you FBAs, right? You hate white people. You believe the white man is the devil. You're expecting the white man, the one who put your ancestors in slavery, to give you reparations. That right there is crazy. You're literally waiting for the one you consider is your enemy to feel sorry for you and give you something. You have your hand like this, waiting. That's sick, fam. You know? And that's crazy. Notice somebody on the screen says, you know, FBAs are going to get reparations. You sitting there hoping for reparations is like waiting for the lottery. That's sick that as a black man, black woman, you're sitting back waiting for the white man to give you something. What are you waiting for that for? Go do something with your life and be productive. What are you doing? See, somebody put that battery in your back. Somebody gave you that hope Have you repented of your sins? Tariq Nasheed don't believe in Jesus Christ. He don't follow the Bible. Last time I checked, I believe Tariq, it is alleged he have a background of being a Muslim. So when you think about that, it should tell you exactly where his mind is. Furthermore, Dr. Claude Anderson, he's not a follower of Jesus Christ. None of these men who you guys follow and or worship, none of these people are Bible believers. They're not. So it's kind of sad that even Black Hebrew Israelites, guys that claim they read the Bible, they're calling themselves FBA now. And the reason for it is for financial gain. Because here's the thing. If you're a social media person and you come online and you tell your viewers that you're FBA, that will help you to make money because the people are dumbed down. So by you claiming to be FBA, they'll be like, yes, this brother or sister's FBA. Let me send them $100. Let me send them 20. Let me send them 50. And it becomes a money-making business where all you got to do is act like you're FBA in content in order to make money. So anybody could do it. Anybody could come online, get an FBA shirt, FBA hats, and just start speaking the language that the foolish people understand. And now you start to make money. And this is what a lot of influencers are doing right now. You know? Absolutely crazy. Look, guys, look at the screen. Where is Ringo's family from? Guys, do you see what I mean? Are you seeing what I'm telling you? Guys, are you seeing what I'm telling you? Didn't I just tell you how they think? Imagine they're looking at a black man on the screen, but they're asking, where is Ringo's family from? They're racist. They're racist. No matter how you see it, that's how they think, guys. You think I'm following some weirdo group that's walking around? Where's your family from? Well, where's your family from? I don't know. He's a tether. Where's your family from? That's the argument you're going to get, guys. This is what you're going to get. Where's your family from at Zach? Where's your family from? Since you want to know where everybody's family's from, where's your family from? Where's your family from, Zach? Zach, where's your family from? Since you want to play the where's your family from, what is that doing and what is that solving? It solves nothing. And it goes back to my point. If you're a Trinidadian brother, these FBA racists look at you as a tether. It's confirmed, guys. Why would that person be asking, where is Ringo's family from? South Carolina and Louisiana. So, what does that have to do with the conversation? What does that have to do with the conversation? What does that have to do with the conversation? What does where someone's family is from have to do with the conversation if I'm clearly a black man? What does that have to do with the conversation? You're going to run the tether babble? Are you going to run the insults, the Sambos, the coons, all that stupid stuff? Because I'm waiting for it. I'm literally waiting for the FBA, heretics to come on in the live stream so that my viewers can see what I've been saying from the beginning of the show. I've been waiting all this time for you guys to do that. You already started it. So thanks for coming in to ask these questions of where is Ringo's family from? Because I talked about this in the beginning of the video. I said that's what FBAs normally do. That's what you guys do. You be wanting to know where somebody's from so you could decide if they're invited to the cookout. That's how you move. You're a racist. And what I'm trying to show people is the foundational Black American movement a scam? because it just creates nothing but division amongst the people. That's what it does. Nothing but division, guys. That's all they do is create division. They're not solving no issues in the black community. No issues. What has FBA, these foundational black Americans on social media, what problems have they solved in the black community? Nothing. Just like the church haven't solved any problems. It's crazy, fam. You said how they are racist? Well, I just explained it, but because you're slow, you're unable to comprehend. You know, you didn't graduate high school, you was on a short bus, and you lack comprehension skills. I already done explained it already. Do I gotta explain it again? It don't make no sense. They're creating division, and it's black supremacy because basically FBAs, because they believe that they have this lineage that they created to black slavery, as if though all blacks haven't been in the transatlantic slave trade, they have a superiority complex with them. That's what's going on right now. You know? Somebody said, go build Jamaica, dude. It's a shithole. Well, I'm not Jamaican, so I don't know why would you say that. I don't know why would you tell me to go build Jamaica. Now, notice what he said, guys. Go build Jamaica. That means that FBAs look down on Jamaicans. Do you see that now? So if you're a Jamaican brother or sister, the FBA movement is racist against you. Do you see that? Do you see how this works? If they deem that you are not an American born descendant of ancestors that came out of American slavery, they don't consider you FBA. I don't give a fuck about FBA. I don't want to be a part of any of these things. And I'm American. I just don't have no time for none of this mumbo jumbo because, in my opinion, it's just another movement like ADOS. It's another movement. It says it here. Now, this is the roots of where FBA came off. Roots in ADOS. ADOS. American Descendants of Slavery. That's what ADOS stand for. ADOS. Roots in ADOS. The movement grew out of the earlier American Descendants of Slavery, ADOS movement, which was popularized by Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore, focusing on similar demands for reparations. So all of these black movements are all tied together. All of them. And their focus is reparations. So the ADOS movement, it failed. It failed. So they had to create something new. Called it FBA. They had to reset. No, it's no longer ADOS now. They no longer following the pro-blacks. All that stuff is done. Now, the new movement, FBA. And this movement has been growing on social media where a lot of Southern blacks, a lot of blacks around America have attached themselves to this movement. And it's designed to control Americans and divide us and create nothing but separation. Right? Let me see what this person says. It means mind your business and stay out of foundational Black Americans' business. Keep your comments to your self-serve. Stay out of our business. You're on my platform, last time I checked. You're on my platform. You're telling me to stay out of your business when you're on my platform. That's like going into somebody's house telling them what to do. I'm not in your business. I don't care about your business. My job is to share my thoughts. If you don't like it, you can leave. The truth of the matter is, guys, what I want you to see is the hostility. I want you to see the framework of how these people's minds are. They're racist, black racists, and they hate anybody. Like, uh, if you're an immigrant, if you're African, they call you a tether. If you're Jamaican, you're a tether. Anybody, if you're white, you're a tether. Everybody's a tether. That's how they feel about other people. It's crazy. Um, we have to separate from blacks from other countries because they come here to be us. Do you see, guys? FBAs are racist. They don't agree with other blacks in the diaspora. Very, very separate. They're separatists. They're hateful. This person just said we got to separate ourselves. Separate ourselves. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy. All these other groups call us what? Yankee, Akata, Ya, etc. I don't care. None of that stuff have to do with me and my family. When the bills are due, I don't care about none of that stuff. I just have to have the money to make sure I'm able to pay them bills. I don't care about none of that nonsense. All that stuff is nonsense to me. What I'm trying to establish here for the viewers is that is the FBA movement a scam designed to control the minds of people and keep them divided? You know, it's amazing. Um, I've seen Africans get attacked by the FBA movement. They call them all sorts of names, just being real disgusting, man. I've seen Haitians get attacked. They call tethers by this movement. Um, my father's American black man. You know, served in the U.S. military. He's an Army vet, and although he's born in America, I was born in America. They call me a tether because I don't agree with their movement. My mom, she's from Panama, Colón, and it's like, okay, he's a tether. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't want to be a part of these dumbass movements. It's stupid. This stuff is man-made. It didn't come from God. Um, it's not helping nobody. You know, it's just sick. And shout out to everybody joining in the show. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Very, very important that you hit the like button. That's how YouTube is going to send more people over. Um, Listen, man, I don't know the name of the song, man, but hey, shout out to the African people, man. Shout out to the African people, bro. I was listening to two songs today, man. Them songs was moving me, bro. I don't have the name of it, man, but I know it came from some place in Africa, man. The song had so much power in it, man. The whole vibe of the music was powerful, man. I think it was. I'm not sure if it's Nigeria or I'm not sure which part it's from, man. But hey, the music, man, the instruments, the drums, the energy, that stuff will lift you up, man. But I'm gonna deal with that another time. I don't even know if I could do a review with that music on YouTube. I probably get a copyright or something, man. But man, song is powerful. I have it on my phone. Um, you said what? They probably got the idea for the music from FBAs. Nah, y'all not making music like that. Um, Most of the music that we have in today's day, and in terms of rhythm, that's African, fam. That comes from them. A lot of that stuff, the drums, the style, the energy, a lot of that stuff, fam. And you are copying them. See, here's the thing that you all need to understand, right? Now, watch this. Um, let's take it into the Bible days. You have Joseph. His brothers, according to the scriptures, they sold him into slavery because they were jealous of him. And he was amongst the Egyptians, right? He blended in so much so because of his wisdom, they made him a ruler in that region. And he was raised in all the wisdom and everything in that time. Moses, who was a Hebrew, was picked up by the river, brought in, and Pharaoh's sister made everybody believe that was her son. And he was raised up in all of the wisdom of that people. Now think about that. They blended in because we're all the same complexion. What I'm trying to show you is a lot of the stuff, even from back then, we got from another people. But you, in your pride, you believe everything is on you. You did everything. If blacks in America are foundational black Americans, why you on the bottom? If you built the foundation, why you on the bottom? Why every other nation is above you? Because the Bible said so. You know? You ain't do anything. If you did everything, go do it again. You're prideful and arrogant, and that's why you're on the bottom. Can't you see? You're boasting about you did everything. Okay, go do it again. Go do it. You have yet to repent to God. You're in your pride and your ego. It's like being in prison and boasting about how successful you are. It makes no sense. You're in your own personal captivity in your mind. You believe you're something that you're actually not. If black people built Black Wall Street, why they can't build it again? Why haven't they built it again? Why the black community can't get along? Why? The FBA movement is not solving no problems. It creates division. It creates hate. On social media, it creates division. The viewer get upset if you're not speaking the FBA language because the founding fathers brainwash you to serve them. They're the ones making all the money. You got to go work for the white man still. You got to go punch the clock and work and slave for the white man still. You can't go to your job talking all that FBA crap. Nobody want to hear that. You got to work. If the FBA movement is solving problems, why haven't it start businesses for black people? Come on now. Why the FBA movement is not starting businesses and building up the community? All I'm seeing is racist people that are full of hate. That's all I see. You know? And shout out to Hassan Campbell. I'm going to do a reaction to your video for speaking up on these issues, because it's good that you use your platform to actually talk about it and bring some awareness to this, because a lot of these influencers, they They talk all of this FBA stuff online, but they know good and well we don't even get along. We don't. We're one of the only groups in this earth that don't get along. It's like we don't have no unity. And when we sit back and we watch this madness, and we just can't get along. It's crazy. You know, we have to really get back to community, but it's very difficult to do that when we're full of hate. So the FBA movement is keeping us down. Shout out to Divine, I believe. Shout out to you for the $2 support. Says, bro, we are the richest black people in America. Rich in what way? Rich in what way? You have to be very, very specific in rich, because rich don't necessarily mean money. You could be rich spiritually, you could be rich in family, you could be rich financially. Um, we're not rich financially. A lot of blacks are poor. A lot of you are a paycheck away from being homeless. A lot of you are barely getting by. Some of us may got money, but if you want to compare in today's time compared to times of old, yeah, we would have more money collectively, but on an individual basis, uh, we're not there, because we're under a system that keep you coming back to that job only able to make it to next week. When you get your paycheck, it goes straight to your rent, straight to your mortgage, or your bills, and you're left with nothing. Most of you can't even put nothing in savings because it's nothing there. So you're basically living from paycheck to paycheck, and it's a struggle for a lot of people. But for most of us, we learn how to live within our means and kind of get through. And it is what it is. We hope for the best. Some of us are doing pretty good for ourselves, and you know maybe you're fortunate enough to live a certain lifestyle that is above average, and that's cool. But a lot of people are struggling. You know. Um, Let me see. You said they come over here. Who's they? Who's they? See, again, they come over here after we fought racism and made it possible for immigrants to walk around without being discriminated against. Okay, what did you do to fight? What did you fight? What war you were in? I'm serious, because a lot of you didn't fight nothing. Our ancestors fought for us, and we don't even use what they fought for. Y'all talk about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these other people. At the same time, they spinning in their graves because we don't even get along. So when you say you fought and immigrants are able to come over here, what did you fight for? What laws did you fight to be put into motion? What legislation was put together because you fought? Nothing. You haven't done a thing. You cannot take credit for what your ancestors did, because what the blood your ancestors shed, we don't even respect and honor them by the way we live right now. We have become a disgrace to our ancestors. Our ancestors are not proud of us at all. You know, they're not proud. You talking about Vietnam and World War II, civil rights? Listen, all this stuff you talking about, we don't even use none of that stuff today. We're the only group that is not not united at all. The only thing we know how to do is hate each other. That's the only time we come together. It's the hate. We don't build nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, fam. You know, In this community that I'm living in, there's black people. Do you know I have never spoken to a black person in this community? There's blacks that live right around me, guys. I've never spoken to them, bro. What I found is that we like to say the white man is racist, the white man this, the white man. Nah, man. The black man is racist, bro. I found that there's a lot of blacks, and there's different types of black people out here. It's all different types. You got American blacks, you got probably some West Indians, you got Nigerians out here. You have all different types of people out here. You have a lot of white folks, but I've never spoke. Well, I can't say never. I've spoken to a Nigerian brother up the road over there. He had wanted me to do some work on his yard, and I really can't do the work because it's um it's just too much. In order to do it, I would have to kill off the grass on his area, and it'll violate the what is that thing called? It's some law in North Carolina. I forgot what it was, but I can't kill off the grass that's growing. You just got to just let it be. So I can't really work on his yard. He's Nigerian, and you got some other Nigerians out here, and then you have some black folk and American blacks and Southern blacks. They're all over the place. But I've never really interact with, you can say, the quote unquote American blacks. Never, never. And I'm out here. And what I learned is everybody just stay to themselves. Stay to themselves, man. Um, Let me see. Yeah, Mexicans build everything out here. Mexicans build everything. They're the ones who's building America. I don't see no black man with no tools, no hammers, no drills, nothing. Y'all ain't building nothing. The Mexican man is a skilled trade man. And see, this is the issue. Mexicans stick together. They when I look at them, I see a true representation of brothers and sisters. They know what it means to be brothers and sisters and unite. And no, not HOA. It's a law. I forgot what it's called, where you can't. I mean, it might be something affiliated with the HOA, but it's some sort of law that you can't mess with the soil of the grass type that's on there. I forgot the name of it. Um, yeah, back to the Mexican thing. Mexicans stick together. They do. Call them what you want, say what you gotta say. They stick together. They would not sit back and watch one of their brothers starve. If they're gonna work, everybody gonna work. Everybody gonna eat. Even if they have to split the money evenly, everybody gonna eat. And they're the ones that are building. Most houses that are being built, if a white man is the foreman and he's the one who got the plans, he hire a whole fleet of Mexican men, and they have that house built up. They're literally skilled tradesmen, and most of them just learn this thing on their own. Most of them never went to no training. They just know how to do it, fam. They just went out there, started working with other people, and they picked up. And now you have a lot of Mexicans that have businesses where they build houses. You know, you said that's because they'll work for cheap. Well, they're not lazy like you. You ain't doing shit but complaining. They're working while you talking. They getting it done. You see the difference? You not even working. I've never seen a group of black men building a house. Never. I've never seen that. And I'm talking about everywhere on a regular. A group of black men just building house. I don't see that nowhere. Where they at? You might see one black man that's a part of a team. But I'm talking about an entire fleet of brothers and they're all building. You don't see that. They don't got no skills. How many of you brothers understand basic electricity? How many of you are carpenters by trade? How many of you got skilled trades? Know how to do plumbing work, masonry work? You can work on the roof. You understand plumbing, how to run a line. How many of you know how to do these things? Do you know how to convert a room and put a bathroom in there? You know, sometimes you have a house and you have a bathroom that's on the floor, but you want a bathroom in your bedroom. You know how to do that? Do you know how to run the line, make a branch line, and create a whole bathroom within your bedroom? I know how to do that. I know how to do that. Not many men, black men, have any of these skilled trades because they're lazy. They don't want to work. You said this isn't a good argument. You don't have any skilled trades. All you do is you sit online and you talk, but where's the work? What has FBA taught you in terms of growing the community? Nothing. What are FBA men doing for the community right now to empower black people? What are you doing? But saying you're FBA on social media. What are you doing? Who are you helping? Are you building houses? Are you renovating houses? What exactly is FBA doing? What is the FBA movement doing? What are you doing? You're talking about your grandparents built their house. What are you doing? Don't tell me what your grandparents built. Tell me what you did. What are you building? Did you build your house? What are you doing? Everybody always want to live off what somebody else did. Stop clout chasing off of other people. Focus on what you're doing. Is Tariq Nasheed going to the projects, helping the community? What is he doing? Writing books, doing documentaries to get paid? Bro, it seems to be a money grab to me. You know? You said I'm putting the word out. We used to do this with pamphlets on college campuses in the 50s and 60s. Now we're doing it on social media. Putting the word out for what? Saying you're FBA? That's not paying no bills. That's not helping nobody. Putting the word out about what? You're a foundational black American. Whoopie doo, I'm still broke. Still hungry. You got any food? What do you got? Like, what are you giving these people? Because you ain't giving them anything but a bunch of hope in something that's in the future when they're not even going to be alive. This is the problem that I got with this movement, man. It's like there's no results, guys. What are the results that FBA have produced over the years? Come on now. What have FBA built and done for black people that we can actually talk about? What have they done? You know? FBA don't need do jack ish, uh, delineate, and that's it. The rest ain't none of your goddamn business. Why are you so hostile and angry? You mad at something? You're upset? I mean, if you feel that way about me and I'm a black man, I know you upset with the white man. Do you like white people or are you a racist? Which one? You're saying something that's not your damn business, but you're listening to me. This is my business. Isn't it amazing? You're telling people what's not their business, but you're minding my business. This is my business. You're being a hypocrite. You're minding my business, but you're telling me to mind my business when this is my business. Is the FBA movement, Foundational Black Americans, is the FBA, Foundational Black American movement, a scam? Are people being bamboozled once again? Are YouTubers manipulating you for profit? Are these influencers being paid to keep you viewing their content while they get paid off of it? Because nobody's being helped, guys. You got to recognize the truth and recognize what's going on, man. All you see is a bunch of people going around saying, I'm FBA, I'm FBA, I'm FBA, and nobody's being helped. Communities are still the same. Black on black crime still the same. Nobody's getting married. Still no fathers in the homes. It's a mess. But everybody have all this pride of saying they're FBA, and nothing's getting done. When I look at it, man, I see a scam. That's what I see. I don't see nobody getting no help. I don't see nobody coming up. I don't see nobody getting no money. Listen, if nobody getting no money, bro, I don't want to hear nothing. If ain't nobody getting no money, bro, I don't want to hear nothing. Waste of time. Let's see. Somebody said this is pure jealousy and envy of what we have accomplished. Jealousy? What? Jealousy of what? What are you talking about? Nobody's jealous of you. Nobody knows you. Why would somebody be jealous of you? Do you see the arrogance and the pride, guys? This is the problem. You FBA militant soldiers believe that somebody's jealous of you. You're at the bottom of the totem pole in America. Do you not understand that? Why would anybody be jealous of you when your hand is out begging for reparations? Do you know how embarrassing that is? You're begging for reparations and you're telling somebody that they're jealous of you? That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. It's manipulation at the highest level, feeding people what they want to hear. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. But let me get back to this person's comment. It says this is pure jealousy and envy of what we have accomplished. Civil rights bill, so other immigrants walk around this country without harassment. Again, brother, FBA is a movement. I don't want to hear nothing about this FBA crap, bro. You guys ain't doing nothing but causing division and hate. That's all you're doing, y'all. You're causing division and hate. All right, let me ask you a question. Are Jamaicans FBA? Are Jamaicans FBA? Yes or no? Are Jamaicans FBA? We have one no. Now, again, to all the Jamaicans, brothers and sisters out there, I want you to see this now. Are Jamaicans FBA? Zach says no. Rock said no. Okay. Racism. You see that? Notice, guys, Jamaicans are not FBA. Okay. Do you see how this works, guys? So that means if you're Trinidadian, you're not FBA. If you're Panamanian, you're not FBA. If you're Haitian, you're not FBA. So all these people, so all these people that are from the Caribbean and elsewhere, FBAs don't even consider them their people. When I tell you, bro, we're done, bro. We're done. We're finished, bro. This is pure madness, bro. Man. So let me ask you another question. Are Jamaicans tethers? Are Trinidadians a tether? Now it's no, right? Yeah. Y'all call me a tether. Come on now. Don't be a hypocrite now. Y'all call me a tether. You know what I mean? You said you have a question for me? I have a question for you, Ringo. Are FBAs Jamaican? I don't give a fuck about FBAs. Do you not hear the video, bro? Why are you asking me? I don't follow your dumbass movement. You asking me if Jamaicans are I don't care, bro. What's the matter with you? Imagine this person's asking me, a person that don't care for this movement, a person who's asking, is it a scam? And you're asking me if somebody's an FBA. I don't care about this garbage called FBA. I'm trying to deliver people from this madness, bro. Y'all weird. This FBA movement is brand new. It literally started in 2019. You know what I mean? This Google nonsense says 2010 to the year 2020 till now. This is new. This is man-made. It's a man-made religion. You talking about it's not a movement. It's a movement. What are you talking about? FBA's doing what we should have been doing. Delineate, chill, till, tethers. Uh, what? Tethers finally know what the F we about. Rest will take care of itself. Do you FBAs have a military? Are y'all planning to go to war? Because I can guarantee you the FBA movement is going to most likely be on the government's terror list soon. Because the way you guys be talking on social media, man, it's like y'all planning to do something to somebody, fam. Like y'all ready to go to war. So I want to know, do the FBA, all right, who's the leader of the FBA movement? I don't care about no African American stuff. I don't follow none of that bullshit. That's something that you're into. I'm not into none of that. I don't care about what started. I don't call myself African American or all these other things. That's what you would identify me based on the land. I don't care for none of that stuff. Because it's all stupid. It just creates division. That's all it is. And what it tells me is that you really don't know who your people are. Do you know a lot of you so-called blacks in America that swear you're black? If you were to do like an ancestry test and all this other stuff to really find out, bro, a lot of y'all literally are white. Yo, you end up getting a test, you find out you white, bro. You got more white DNA in you than you can imagine. You'll start crying. You'll be like, no, I'm not. I'm a foundational black American. You find out, fam, your whole line is white, bro. Like, what happened to me? No, I can't be. Yeah. Y'all remember Bob Marley? Bob Marley, the reggae guy? His father was a white man. That's right. Bob Marley. That's right. His father was white. So even though he might look melanated, have a black mother, Bob Marley was still a white man. Even though he looked like you. That's why a lot of you, man, that be boasting, oh, I'm FBA. I'm FBA. They go do a test, you'll start crying. I seen videos with dudes that swore they're this black American. Come to find out, man, they started crying. This movement is a joke, man. Because the ones that are profiting, they're making all the money while the people that believe in the vision are just getting bamboozled, man. How many times is black folks going to get played? How many times? You said arguing with Ringo reminds me of arguing with my older brother. It's hilarious. Um, I don't know what you mean by arguing. There's really no argument. It's like uh, the FBA movement, in my opinion, appears to be a scam that is targeting uneducated blacks to make them become emotionally invested in something that will never be fulfilled in this life ever. Tariq Nasheed don't care about black people. He's a pimp. Do you not know that Tariq is a former pimp? A former pimp. So anything he get involved with is going to be the pimp game. He know how to pimp. All these pastors, they're pimps. All they know how to do is swindle the people, get the people caught up. You know? Stop saying FBA is not a movement. It's a movement of people who keep saying they damn lineage is from this and from that. Okay. Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? Lineage. Where does your lineage trace back to? Come on now. Do FBAs believe in Jesus Christ? Do FBAs believe in Jesus Christ? Yes or no? Crickets. Crickets. Do FBAs believe in Jesus Christ? Yes or no? I don't know why you're saying why you upset. I'm not upset about nothing. Zach, do you believe in Jesus Christ? I want to know. Do FBAs believe in Jesus Christ? Could somebody answer the question? Guys, do you see what y'all following? Y'all following a man-made movement that's going nowhere. These people have no connection to God, bro. Wow, bro. Do FBA followers believe in Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior? Yes or no? Y'all making one person speak for y'all. I want to know. Y'all all in the chat and everybody's scared to answer. This goes to show there is no unity. Y'all don't follow God. There is really no foundation because the rock, the foundation is Jesus Christ. Y'all don't have a foundation. But you're foundational black Americans, bro. Yo, this is crazy. That's not no individual question because if you are FBA, you need to let us know what your faith is. Because if you're FBA and you believe in Jesus Christ would not be going around saying that somebody's a tether. Jesus Christ would say, love thy neighbor as thyself. Was Jesus Christ an FBA? Was Jesus Christ an FBA? No. Isn't that something? Imagine, Claude, listen, these founding fathers of this movement, Dr. Claude Anderson, don't believe in Jesus Christ. He's not a follower of Jesus Christ. He don't believe in the scriptures. Tariq Nasheed don't believe in the Bible. He don't follow the scriptures. I don't know why black folk are following men that don't have no connection to the Creator. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, fam. So let me get this straight. If you're FBA, and a white man, a white man's having a heart attack, do you save him or do you let him die? Because he's not FBA. So I just want to know, you know, I want to find out, like, do you have any love and compassion for other people? Because based on what I've been seeing online, a lot of FBAs are racist. You know, very, very hateful people, man. They don't got no love in their hearts. It's sick. Some do, some don't. Religion is a deflection. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about, do FBA followers accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior? Do they follow the Bible? None of that is religion. I don't think you understand what religion means. In order for you to understand what I'm talking about, you got to understand what religion means. Religion is what you see every Sunday in these churches. People come there to give their money to the pastor. They listen to dumbass music. They get emotionally high. They start speaking in gibberish tongues, ta 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 ta, and they go back home. That's religion. If you're a follower of the scriptures, you obey the commandments, you live accordingly, and you love thy neighbor as thyself. Honor the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, all thy might, and love thy neighbor as thyself. If you're not doing that, you ain't shit. It tells me everything about you. Because you have no foundation. Where do FBAs go when they die? Where do FBAs go when they all die? Where they go? Because I want to know, like, maybe I want to become an FBA, and I want to know, like, where do we go when we die? What's our reward? Anybody know? Have any of you FBAs learned what happens when an FBA died? Did they go to like an FBA paradise or something where we can all meet again and meet the ancestors? Is that what happened? I don't know. Let me see. I don't even know why you're saying we're all Panamanians. You not, you didn't even spell it right. But you got to check your grammar. You spelled Panamanians wrong. I don't even know why you're wasting your time asking where Panamanians go. FBA is supposed to be your movement, right? I want to know where FBAs go. I know where I go. I know where I go. Where do you go? What are you fighting for? You're going to die, right? Okay. FBAs are going to die. With all the fighting you're fighting, are you going to meet up with your ancestors somewhere? Where? I want to know. Give the people hope. Where do FBAs go when they die? Being that they don't believe in Jesus Christ. They don't have no relationship with God. You know? Notice this other nut job says, Ringo, what happened? I thought you was pro-black. Pro-black my ass. When the fuck did I ever say I'm pro-black? Where did you get this information from? What the heck is wrong with these people? Pro-black? I'm not with none of that nonsense. Black folk don't even support my shows. They hate me. What are you talking about, pro-black? I'm not with none of this garbage. Pro-black? Look what happened to your man, what's this dude? Brother Polite. With all the pro-black stuff, all that mess. What that got him? In prison. All of the pro-black stuff. What's this other dude? Nature Boy with all this higher knowledge, goofy stuff. Where that got him? Life in prison. All of these dudes, pro-black, broke. I don't got no time for that mess. I have never claimed that garbage. Pro-black. I ain't with none of that mess. Let me see. Says, Ringo, what happened? I thought you was a pro-black. I was watching you from back in the days when you was living in New York. I have never claimed pro-black. I don't know where you getting these lies from, right? Let's see. Yeah, Zach is. Wait, let me see. Nana World says Zach showing us his 6th grade education can't even write Panamanian. Yeah, it's sad. Again, guys, the FBA movement, in my opinion, is a movement just to get money from blacks that are uneducated, blacks that don't know how to lead themselves, blacks that are looking for a leader in man. They have no relationship with God. So it caused them to create division and separation and hatred. And it's all over the place, man. It's just really sick. You know? Do FBAs go around helping the poor? Is there some sort of FBA hotline I can call if I need food? Do FBAs help the homeless and the poor? If I'm hungry, being that I'm a father of 4 girls, you know, I go through my own personal struggles. So, do FBAs provide resources for the poor that I could call right now and get provisions? You know? I just want to know. What are they doing for the people? What are they doing? What's that? She bought you some food? Yeah. Hold up. Come over here. Let me see what. It's just noodles. Oh. Oh, it's not. It's not. Oh, okay. Got something else, man. And at Howard, have some damn respect. I'm a grown ass fucking man. I don't give a fuck how old you are, but you respect me as a man. So don't call me young, right? I'm a grown ass man, 48, right? And I don't give a fuck if you older than me either. You address me as a man, right? You don't address me as youngin, right? So now, let's get back to the content. The because you have these people, especially these old heads, they be in the building showing disrespect. It's always the boomers that be doing that. Most likely it's a boomer. The FBA movement is programming a lot of black people to think like slaves. That's what they're designed to do. Think like slaves. If you really think about it, all of these pro-blacks, all of these type of ADOS movements, it's designed to make black people continually think like slaves. It's not helping you to grow and mature or even be independent as a people. It's always making you have your hand out waiting for the white man to give you something. All these movements, they want you to have a welfare mindset, believing that the white man owe you something. That's what they do. FBA don't give a F about the poor or the hungry. Well, that's true. They don't. They don't care about who's hungry. They care about making money. All of these groups care about making money. Listen, guys, none of these groups would be doing what they do if there's no money to be made. If there's no money to be made, these people wouldn't even be talking. The YouTubers who talk about FBA, all their videos are monetized. They're collecting donations. They're collecting Cash Apps, Super Chats, Venmos, all of that. They're not giving you FBA content to help build you up. They're not. And they're not doing it for free. So it's really not about liberating people. It's not about reparations, because none of them are teaching people to vote. None of them are teaching people to mobilize and come together so that we can go out here and do this and do. They're not doing that. They're just producing content to make money. That's it. Yeah, feel good content. Make them feel good. Tickle their ears and make money. That's the bottom line, man. See, there's nothing wrong with making money, but don't scam the people. You know what I'm saying? Be an honest businessman and be like, look, it is what it is. I'm trying to make some money, but don't give people a false hope. I remember when, I first got into the church, and I really was in the church because I believed in God. You know what I'm saying? And I started seeing the pastor in a Rolls Royce, pastor in a mansion, and I'm in the ghetto, struggling, hardly paying my bills. And I'm like, damn, why God give this man a Rolls Royce and God give him a mansion? And, I'm taking the bus to work, the train. I had to decide whether I pay the rent or buy groceries. The lights are turned off, and, I got candles in the house. Maybe y'all never been through no struggles, but I've been through the struggles, right? I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to not eat for a week. I know what it's like to just like dinner was peanut butter. That was it. That was dinner. Peanut butter. Some of y'all probably like, damn, bro. Yeah, sometimes dinner with sunflower seeds. That's it. Sunflower seeds and some water. So I know what the struggle is. That's why when I see these movements, I don't want to hear nothing if the people are not growing economically. The FBA movement is not teaching black people to be economically prosperous. They're not. They're teaching you to have your hand out, waiting for the very white man that you believe is the slave master. They teach you to do this. They're not teaching us to be successful. They're not. Do you know if Black Americans want to really become wealthy, we could become wealthy? We could. It's very easy to do that, but it's going to take us putting down our ego and our pride and coming together, bringing our resources together, and actually uh, coordinating with the intelligent, smart people of our people, the bright minds, and have them begin to educate us on how to do certain things and how to win in this economy. But it's very difficult to do because all we want to do is buy rims for our cars, uh, Gucci bags, Gucci sweaters, and go to the strip club. And then we remain broke. If the people are economically destroyed, they're not going to be able to prosper in this society. They're not going to be able to do anything in this society because we have no power. If we don't have no wealth, we have no power. You could talk all of that pro-black stuff. You could talk all that FBA crap. You could talk about I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a Christian. If you're broke, you have no power. None. You have none. So the first problem is our people need to prosper. FBAs do not teach anything in terms of self-reliance. They don't teach nothing. So stop the cap. What the FBAs teach is a bunch of stuff that you want to hear, and then the teachers are the ones making the money. The teachers are the ones making the money off the students, but the students are not out there doing a damn thing. They're not. Look, if you work at your 9 to 5, you only get that same paycheck every 2 weeks or every week. You're not making no more money. So in order to really come out of the rat race, something got to be done that is a risk. You got to take a big risk and get into something new. Educate yourself, get a new trade, apply yourself even more to break out of the mold. If you don't do that, you're going to stay in the same economic bracket forever and never grow. So FBA is not teaching us nothing that we haven't already been doing. Everybody been surviving and having a job. What's your question? Is FBA a hate group? If what? Is FBA a hate group? A hate group. I would say yes. Because that's all I hear is everybody just... It is a hate group because it spreads nothing but hate and division. Yeah. Because even my wife is asking, is FBA a hate group? I said, yeah, it is. Because all I see is division. Yeah, what's the solution? I just asked the people, are Jamaicans FBAs? They said no. So then FBAs don't consider Jamaicans their people. If you're Trinidadian, they don't consider you FBA. So you're not invited to the cookout. That's crazy. That's division. And here's another thing. You got Black Hebrew Israelites who claim they're FBA too. Well, according to the Black Hebrew Israelites, they claim that Mexicans are Israelites. I don't personally believe that. I do not believe that. I do not believe that Mexicans are a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But if you're a Black Hebrew Israelite, that's what they believe. They believe that Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Panamanians, all these different groups all make up the 12 tribes. And at the same time, they call themselves FBA. So it's like, wait a minute. If you're FBA, why do you discriminate against Panamanians, Trinidadians, Jamaicans, Haitians, all these different groups? Why you discriminate against them and call them tethers if you're supposed to be all biblical Israelites? That's why I get out of this situation, Let's see. Lauren says, I love hearing your wife. She sounds so angelic. Hey, I'm sure she appreciates that. You have a shout out there. Thank you. We got to hurry up and get the show started, man. I don't know why we're taking so long. We got to get this show going. Because when they see you on camera and we're actually having these conversations, it'll be interesting. I know a lot of people waiting for that, but we're gonna have the show soon. Yeah. Really?
Sorry, I'm washing dishes.
I don't care.
I'm washing dishes.
Don't waste my water. Somebody said don't waste your water. That's right. Don't waste my water. I pay for that. Maybe you're rich, but I save water. Damn, you cheap, Ringo. Yeah. Why don't you send a super chat to help with the bills? Straight up. But anyway, guys, why is it that the Black Hebrew Israelites claim to be FBA, but they discriminate against other Israelites? That's why I had to get out of the Hebrew Israelite religion. You know, I'm still a Bible believer. I know who I am according to the Bible, but I had to get out of the religion side of the Black Hebrew Israelites because they started practicing religion. I don't follow that stuff. You know, I wish them well. You know, if it works for them, if it works for you, if you're a Black Hebrew Israelite, I just don't like the lies. You know, there's too many lies. It's just too much lies everywhere, guys. We have to get back to the basics. We have to unite. That's the only way. We have to unite in order for us to be successful. And it must start with us being economically sound. If we're economically sound and we're able to grow and prosper as a people, I think that will start to solve all of our problems. You know, it'll solve our problems. Because it's like in order for stuff to be done in this world, we need money, guys. All the rich blacks that are millionaires, they don't care about this stuff. Jay-Z don't care about no FBA stuff. Kanye, he don't care about that. All the major basketball athletes, all these guys with all the money, Money Mayweather, all these people got money that could change our communities. They don't give two F's about black people, fam. And yet you want to tell me that this FBA movement is real, bro? Stop it. Stop it. It's a money-making business, bro. You got all these rich American black men, and they don't put no money behind these movements. They don't care. Because they know what it is. You know? You said Ryan, whatever, acknowledges his FBA lineage because he been brainwashed like you. All of y'all been brainwashed. What this lineage stuff does for you? Makes you feel good about yourself? You ain't know that already? You ain't know that your bloodline come from slavery? You now learning that? We learned that when we were kids in school. You didn't know that you came from the line of slaves in America? You did not know that? That's amazing. I mean, if that makes you feel some sense of pride, hey, have at it. But if you're still broke, I don't know, what is that doing for you? You know? Well, I'm a foundational black American and I'm broke. I don't know about you, man, but when you're broke and down, it don't feel good. None of that stuff mean nothing, calling yourself FBAs, what religion you're in, what belief system. None of that stuff mean nothing when you're broke, fam. Even God knows that. You don't think God understands the struggles? And we got all these charlatans making up these new movements, keeping us enslaved, man. You know? Preservation might go further back home than it does here. Also, Ringo, love how Trump is not apologizing for the video. We need leaders like that. He can't be bullied into submission. Yeah, you know, a lot of black Americans is trying to use that video to get us all riled up and angry. Yet, when you look at the video, again, Joe Biden was depicted as a gorilla eating a monkey. I mean, eating a banana. He was eating a banana, and you had Kamala. It was Kamala, right? Harris. Kamala Harris was a turtle, which means she's in a shell. It's crazy. Yeah, man. I agree. Shout out to Nana World for the $5. Says get out of red pill spaces. Find a modest wife. Get married. True. I fully agree. Because the red pill space is what destroyed the community. Because there was a time, right? There was a time when the red pill space, and I'm not sure if Nana World was here then on YouTube. There was a time when black men were speaking to the issues that we deal with in terms of economic, incarceration, crime, different things to try to build us up as men, to be better men. Then it turned into a woman bashing fest. Now they hate women. That's what they turned it into. Men would go on these platforms, talk about how women ain't this, black women ain't that. And I'm like, what? I ain't marrying no woman. I don't care for no woman. I'm like, bro, what? So now they're teaching black men not to marry, not to have children. And you wondering why the community falls apart. It's crazy. A detractor said, this brother isn't ready for prime time yet. Study, sir, study. Prime time? I don't even know what you mean by prime time because I'm not trying to be your leader. I'm trying to lead my family. And as far as I'm concerned, my family already know I'm doing a heck of a good job. That's the problem. Your job as a man is to lead your family. The problem in the black community is black men ain't leading nothing. All they doing is going to prison and turning into women in the penitentiary. Talking and arguing all day on YouTube, arguing all day, and ain't getting no results. That's all they doing. As long as you're providing and taking care of your family, you're doing your job as a man. Forget about what everybody else is saying because they're going to always find something negative to say about you. What you got to be concerned with is, are you taking care of your family to the best of your abilities? That's the main thing. And I think I'm doing a heck of a job compared to where I once was, compared to where I am now. I think I'm doing a great job. So I know that when I'm gone, at least I know I fulfilled my purpose. Can you guys say the same thing about yourselves? You said recently Pearl things got shut down in a debate by a married woman. It was brutal. If you have the video and you have Instagram, send it to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. Maybe I can pretty much see the video, do a reaction to it. And I know that I just said it. Other YouTubers are listening to me, and they're going to go do the same thing that I just finished saying. I mean, it's like, this is why I can't wait to get into film production and do the things that I got to do because none of you YouTubers will be able to copy me then. YouTube is oversaturated with people doing the same thing. It's like, it's to the point I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it, guys. It's like there's no real creativity. Everybody's just doing the same thing. And it's like, it's boring. I can't wait to get started. You guys are going to enjoy the content when we get started with all this production stuff. It's a couple of things I got to tweak. And it's not easy work, guys, doing film and production by yourself with no team. It is very difficult. Very, very difficult. I wear all the hats. Thankfully, I'm glad I got an entire family to work with. And I think that's the blessing side of everything is that I may not have an entire group of people that can do everything, but at least I got a family. And as they grow, I can teach, you know, I can teach them how to do things, how to use a camera, how to use this, microphones, lighting, and all of that stuff so that hopefully they can branch out into other creative endeavors in their own personal walk, you know, because, as a man, uh, whether you have a family or whatever the situation is, you have to always understand that your family is your blessing. Your family is your blessing. And a lot of times, most of us, we neglect the blessing that's in our family. You know, we neglect the blessing in our family. Our family have everything we need in order to be successful. You know, um, well, all of those content slave owners, that's what I call them, like the Just Pearlies, the Anton Daniels, those kind of guys. Um, you know, they're the ones that I look at as the slave owners in today's modern day, because they they allow people they keep people in bondage for slave labor to do their content and stuff like that. I've seen Just Pearly things disrespecting Africans, disrespecting black people. Um, she had racists on her show. Um, a lot of stuff happened. I don't know. I think she got remonetized again, right? I think she got monetized again. But when she got demonetized, it was because of all the racist stuff that she had going on, and she ended up messing up a lot of people's lives. You know, I don't even watch her, to be honest with you. I cannot watch her because all her content is stolen content. She plagiarized other um, YouTubers and steal all their work. You know. Um, you said, Ringo, also that witch lady is being exposed. Are you talking about Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle? Oh, I notice I said Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle right before you post that comment. Right before you post that comment, I pretty much post a comment, Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. That's crazy. You know who that is, right?
She the one that be giving about like the speech about God and stuff.
Right, telling y'all to get y'all money. Now, why is it that my 17-year-old daughter know who Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle is? You know she's targeting your age group, right? Your age group up to about 25, to try to poison your mind, telling y'all, you got to get your money. Forget these guys. Get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's crazy, man. Absolutely sick. So they exposing her? Wow. You said FBA got these content creators in their feelings, black immigrants too, all because we have chosen. Listen, y'all broke. That's all I gotta say, and your movement is done. FBAs are broke, and they have no economic power in America. You're not doing nothing. All you're doing is going around saying, hey, I'm FBA. That's it. Nobody's doing anything. And what's so crazy is when I do videos like this, these FBA guys, all they do is make videos about me. Ringo said this, Ringo said that. Ringo's disrespecting the FBAs. This is some dumb stuff, bro. They don't got that energy for the white man. Have y'all noticed that? The FBA guys, They'll make videos talking about me disrespecting FBAs, but when it comes to the white man, they don't got nothing to say. Nothing to say about the white man. Look at all the richest neighborhoods in any major city. The Nigerians and Indians are buying. Yeah, and black Americans ain't buying anything. They ain't doing nothing. That's why when it comes to these movements, I don't listen to this type of stuff, man. If it's not making any listen, if it's not making us economically successful, I don't want to hear about it, fam. I don't want to hear about it. I'm tired of all these movements promising us liberation and restoration and money and success, and stop, man. It's not doing nothing for us, bro. It's all lies. Absolutely lies. It's not helping blacks, man. Golden says, and you don't say ish about the white man yourself. I don't care about the white man. To say something. Say something for what? I don't got no issue. What's the issue? What do I need to say about the white man? You tell me. What does Ringo TV have to say to the white man? Please enlighten me. What do I need to say to the white man that's affecting me right now that I need to tell him? And also, which white man do I need to tell this to? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to educate me. Remember, you're the FBA folk. You're the ones who hate white people. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that you FBAs don't go at the white man? Why is it that you only come on social media arguing against other black people? I don't got a problem with the white man. He's not my problem. My problem is you. All the issues I get come from black people, not white people. All of the issues, all the hate that I get comes from black people. It don't come from white people. It's crazy how this FBA movement have divided black people. It caused us to hate one another even more, man. It's like there's so much division. And it's like, bro, I just want to be left alone, bro. I'm just tired of all this, bro. When you get around black folk, bro, it's like everybody got a different religion. Everybody got a different belief system. Everybody's following a different God. Everybody's following a different movement. Just leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, man. I'm tired of this mess, bro. That's why when I was working on a 9 to 5, one of the main things I told my black co-workers, because it was pretty much predominantly blacks. I mean, we probably had like one white guy that was working there. And one of the meetings that we had, I let them all know, guys, please leave religion out of the job. I don't want to talk about no Bible. I don't want to talk about what belief system, whether you're Muslim, this, that. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. Could we just focus on doing our job? Could we all agree? Because if we talk about religion, what you believe in, we're going to all be divided over here. We're going to start arguing and fighting, and it's going to be one big mess. So could we agree? And basically, that is what helped us to stay unified in the workplace. You know? Let me see. Ringo, I wanted your take on Ray J saying he won't be alive by February. Now he is still here. Well, I'll wait for when February ends, and then I could give my take. Because it's like, if he said he was going to die, then he's a false prophet if he didn't die. Well, I'll just wait to see if he died. You know? Maybe it's a certain day in February. You know, a lot of people haven't been the same lately. Kai Sanat, he haven't been the same lately either. A lot of these influencers, a lot of people, they've been I don't know. It's like they're not the same person no more. I don't know if they've been cloned. I don't know. You know, he got money, but it's like a lot of them are getting fed up with social media, doing a lot of things. Maybe they just get tired. Maybe he been working for someone else this whole time, and he just want to end it all. You know, huh? Yeah, I remember he said somebody quit, and he want to get into fashion and selling clothes or something. Put his money into that. I mean, I don't blame him if that's what he want to do, because I don't know how old he is. How old he is? Early 20s, mid 20s. So he been doing social media for a while. He's already filthy rich, so he could always quit and branch off into other adventures. Other adventures. He already have the notoriety and the name, so the branding is already there. So it's like he will always be successful on social media no matter what. I guess he just wanted to quit what he was doing because he was talking about mental health issues and various other things he going through. And see, here's the thing, guys. With all the money Kai Cenat had, why he still felt the way he felt, even though he's got all the money. He still felt lost, even with money. The very same money you want. He still was not happy, guys. Even though he got all these millions. I'm telling you, guys, when you're a multimillionaire, right now it might not make sense to you because you're in need, you have needs. I get it. Money means something right now. But when you are a multimillionaire and you've been so for several years, it's like everything becomes so normal. You got all this money, you can buy anything you want, you own all your cars, you own your house, you have so much clothes, so much shoes, so much materials. It just gets boring, bro. It gets boring after a while. I'm not rich financially at all, but I'm rich in other areas. I'm rich in spirit. I have no need to buy clothing. I had my ups in this life, my downs. When I was up, I was able to buy like a lot of nice clothes, shoes, and I have a lot. So in the area of clothes and shoes, I would be considered rich. I really have no need to buy clothes ever. I don't need to buy clothes. Even though there's a lot of clothes I would like to buy, but I can't really buy it now, because I don't got it like that. Y'all think I do, but I don't. Um, See how honest I am? I'm very honest, guys. That's something you should appreciate in a content creator is when they're honest with you. Transparent and straightforward. Even though I may not have it to do the things I would like to do, I'm rich in the area of clothing because I have a lot to wear. So I'm not greedy to continue buying more materials when I have to really focus on my family. So you can be rich in other areas, rich in family, rich in health, being thankful. Hey, thank you. I'm able to, um, at least I can walk. I can use my hands. I'm thankful to God that I can do this still. A lot of people at my age, man, they're not healthy. I'm 48. Y'all see me on camera. Y'all see me. I'm energetic. I'm doing my content. A lot of people at 48, man, they got problems, man. A lot of health issues. Really, really bad, man. Really, really bad. Them sandwiches is almost done. Let me know and I'll shut down the stream because I'm hungry. Why didn't y'all tell me? Y'all cooking them chicken sandwiches and y'all just, y'all ain't even telling me. Let me see. Shout out to what is that? LU I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name properly, but shout out to you for the $2 support. Says, why I enjoy your content. Wait, why I enjoy your content. Speak truth. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. And if you like my content, you want to support, you want to show some love, you can do so on the Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. I obviously can't pin the Cash App up here because I'm on my cell phone, but if you want to support the show, it's $ Ringo TV Raw. You'll see me pop up on Cash App. Yeah, like I was saying about rich. I'm rich in the area of clothing and I'm able to, wear certain clothes. I got so much I can't even wear it. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a special occasion and I'm going somewhere and I'm doing something, then I can wear it. But it's like I have no need for that. It's like that's why I'm trying to show you. People that are rich in money, they got so much money they can't even spend it. It's like they got everything. Imagine having a bunch of cars and clothes, shoes, houses. You got everything. And it's like, what in the world is going on? It don't make no sense. You got so much. You can't even do nothing with it. It becomes boring, people. The friends you have, they're not even your friends. You start to learn all the people around you are not your friends. You start to learn this type of stuff when you got money. It really starts to bother you, man. It drives you crazy. But anyway, guys, you said mine is ready, right?
Ooh, so good.
Where is it? Really? You just want to eat that chicken sandwich? Really? You got tomatoes in yours?
I don't like tomatoes.
I'm hungry, man. That's my plate you dressing up?
Yeah.
How many I got? 2?
What? It's a big one. It's a big one.
One chicken sandwich, man? And I'm over here doing all this work?
You're not eating 2. There's no way.
Bro.
Last time I was small.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. And don't be cheap with them tomatoes, man. Yeah. So shout out to Sandra, says Ringo, keep it real. That's why you're here. Come on now. You're welcome over here. Stop this disrespectful ish. It don't look good on you. This truth is melting y'all like the witch did from the Wizard of Oz. Sad. Says I'm just keeping it a buck, fam. And shout out to everybody that hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Support the show. So I'm gonna get up on out of here, gang. I don't know. I might. Oh, it's 11. I might. Let me see. I'll probably just come on in the morning. Yeah, I'll probably come on in the morning. Yeah. So I'll come back on in the morning time. I'm pretty much gonna get me something to eat and wrap it up. Do what I gotta do. That's mine. Somebody was like, "Oh, I thought he was lying." No, I got mine right here, fam. See them chickens? You see them chickens and them fries, man? Come on now. Yeah, yo, well, hold up. That little bit of fries, bro? Huh? Tell him what?
I made it.
You made it?
Yes. Yes. I know how to cook for real.
Well, okay, so all right, so let me give my elder daughter some credit. She's the one who made everything.
She's been cooking.
She's the one who's been cooking lately. She's helping her mom. My listen, I ain't gonna hold you now. My daughter know how to fry some chicken.
Thank y'all.
She fried some chicken now. Hey,
Thank y'all.
some chicken? I don't know what's going on, but she made some wings the other night. I'm tearing them wings up. I'm like, who made this? She's like, oh, Shayelle made it. I'm like, no, she didn't. Stop the cat. Yep, she made it. She made apple pie the other night. Apple pie from scratch. What else she had made? Remember them? What was that thing with the some lasagna, chicken Alfredo. She made some chicken Alfredo. I'm eating this stuff. I'm just going like this. Chicken tacos. She made that. Yeah, she was cooking, man. Cooking up a bunch of stuff. Anyway, guys, I got to tear up this sandwich here. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. When we do the show, guys, I promise you, you are going to love it. I believe it's going to be a major success. And before the success even begins, I want to thank everybody for the support of our future show that we're going to be doing on YouTube. It is going to be a major success. And I just can't wait to see how the people respond to it, because it's something totally different. Nobody never seen nothing like it before. It's going to take over social media. And it's going to be really huge. It's going to be something crazy. So get ready for that. I'm going to do my best to put in my best work ever to reach the people. As a family, we're going to be doing a lot of content that is going to get the attention of the world. And it's going to be something dope. So look out for that. Look out for We Gotta Talk TV. Make sure you subscribe over there, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So peace and blessings to everybody. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe? Really? Peace. We out.